It's your boy, Go My Tommy, aka Lazy Gang Tommy, aka Loner Gang Tommy, aka the laziest one. And today, we're gonna talk about what we need to talk about. Today, we're gonna address all the addresses, all the addresses, however you wanna say it, or whatnot, or what have you. We're gonna get into it today. Let me tell you something, man. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Summertime to me is for some reason, you know what I'm talking about? Some reason that you really start paying attention to the vibes. Because the vibes got to be the vibes. Because if the vibes aren't the vibes, it's summertime. You know what I'm saying? I'm out of there. You know what I'm saying? I'm out of there. And we all been there. You know what I'm talking about? So we're going to talk about topics like that today, okay? You already know what it is. But first, we're going to get to the word of the day. Today's word of the day is, and let me try to pronounce this, extemporaneous. Extemporaneous means spoken or done without permission. I'm talking about you ain't get no permission, okay? No permission. You didn't get none, okay? A lot of girls out there is extemporaneous, okay? You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody tell you to do that. You know what I'm talking about? What are you doing? Don't with me. No, but for real though. Extemporaneous, okay? Spoken or done without, dang, see, that's not even the definition, see? You know what I'm talking about? That's alternative facts. It actually says spoken or done without preparation. Ooh, that's a whole nother word, okay? My bad, you know, players, F up too, you know what I'm saying? Even though I ain't no player, I ain't been a player since 92, but extemporaneous, spoken or done without preparation. I wanted to put my own word in there, see? See, when you want to see something, you can just see it. That's another lesson right there. When you want something to say something, you gon' just make it say it in your head like a crazy person. You know you be doing that. Stop it right now. Anyway, let's get back to the show. All right. Anyway, you know what I'm talking about. That's today's word of the day, extemporaneous, spoken or done without preparation. Don't be extemporaneous. Do not do without preparation. Don't just jump into nothing. You know what I'm saying? See if it's right for you. You know what I mean? Explore your options. You know? Life is so freaking anyway, I don't know what I was saying. Continuing on. We're gonna get off of that. Here we go here. All right. Now, I've been watching a lot of watches, and I've been, you know what I'm saying? Things been on TV, things been on television. So we're gonna talk a little bit about that, But first, you know what we gotta do. So let's go ahead, pour you some up. You know what time it is. You know what I'm talking about. You feel me? It is. I mean, I know I got a watch or something in here. It is. Shot a fucking clock. Anyway, it's shot a clock. So go ahead, get you something, pour you some out. So yeah, see, I know I started off and it's already like this. I mean, that should tell you. I mean, you know what I'm saying? My audience be knowing. Hey, if it's already like that, I'm already, you know what I'm talking about? You know, use context clues, you know what I'm saying? Klondike clues. All right. You know what I mean? So pour you something out, you know what I'm saying? You feel me? That was probably pause. And you know what I'm saying? You pour your a beverage or whatnot or what have you. You know what I'm saying? All right. Put that back like it was. You feel me? Okay, here we go. But I gotta say one thing before we get into what's the next topic. People that just throw off the vibe. I'm feeling real zen today. So that's what we finna talk about. Don't worry about nothing. I got you. Because a lot of people was telling me, hit me on the horn talking about, you need to talk about that. Because some people just don't got the vibe. They just be throwing it off on purpose and whatnot, or what have you. Or they just don't get it. And I ain't got time for that. Because I'm in my late 20s, early 30s, and I got to get something to go. You know what I'm saying? And you already know the rest of that combo. I digress. You feel me? But I don't stress. Anyway, it's shot o'clock. But before we take this shot, let me tell you something, man. I'm real chapped and whatnot, what have you. Do not like this video. I'm being for real too. Do not subscribe. Don't subscribe to this video. Shot o'clock, you already know what it is. Banging on the knee, you already know me. Shot o'clock. Birdman. All right, boom. People that mess the vibe up. Let's get right into that, right? Now, you gotta know what you're getting into. For example, if it's the weekend, boom, you're not doing nothing, right? Your homeboy or your homegirl, your best friend, whatever, because I'm trying to make this goes across all genders. Anyway, I'm talking about everybody. Everybody be going through this, right, boom? Because everybody's thrown off the vibe before. If your best friend hits you up, texts you, hits you on the horn, you know what I'm talking about? Hello? Hey, what you doing? Nothing. Well, shit. You trying to come with me to this day party? Day party? What you mean? Like a legit day party or like a day party? You know what I'm talking? I don't know what that means, but I'm talking about a day party. You know what I'm saying? Over there on 64th Street. Over there, they got the big, you know, the rooftop. That's what they doing right now. And I'm talking about it is the first 100 people get 10 free drinks. That's why didn't you lead with that? I'm there. You know what I'm saying? Boom. What I'm saying is, they say your favorite thing, and you like, shoot, I'm not doing nothing that day. It could be your favorite thing, hiking. It could be art. It could be going here. It could be going there. It be going everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Or shopping, whatever the fuck, right? And you like, I mean, I just been chilling at the crib, not really doing too much. You know what I'm saying? Eat a little ice cream, a little dessert every now and then, because I'm just here, you know, chilling, waiting on a little text, waiting on a little call, something. You know what I'm saying? Lazy gang, loner gang. I mean, that was, you know what I'm saying? Waiting on something. A little something just hitting me up. Hit me up. Anyway. And scene. But yeah. So, you like, man, I'm not really doing nothing, so I'ma go. You go. Immediately you get there, you like, all right, I'm gonna have a good time, and then boom. And then boom. You in the mindset of you about to have a good time. I'm not doing nothing. You just said my favorite thing. You get there, boom. What you didn't know is your best friend invited some other people, and it so happens that they have a vibe thrower offer in the group. You feel me? They got one in the group. So boom. They got the vibe thrower in the group, right? And you just sitting there like, why are you here? Why aren't you, if you're in public, why you looking like that? Why are you not vibing with everybody? Everybody's having a good time. You bringing me down because you over there sitting in the corner looking like a... I'm talking about like damn fool. You mean? Come on, man. You feel me? That's what I'm saying, man. Look. The vibe thrower offer, maybe I'm just talking to myself, okay? Us in the lazy community know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about? They know what I'm talking about. You like, cause one thing will throw your whole thing off if you lazy gang, loner gang. Cause when you go out, you trying to go out, you trying to do it. Boom, I'm going out finally. Let me at least have a good time while I'm outside. You know what I'm saying? And then, but you key in on the vibe thrower offer. You know what I mean? And they could be throwing off the vibe for a plethora. I'm talking about a plethora of reasons, a myriad. You know what I'm saying? It could be you done mess with his dude, or you done mess with his girl. If you a girl or a dude, yeah, make it work. They just don't like your face. They just don't like you. You just don't like them. Or they being protective of their friend. It could be all type of stuff. I'm just saying. I hate, and I'm gonna hold the friend accountable. Why are you bringing this vibe thrower offer? You can go, and that's the moral of this whole story is what I'm really getting at. When that happens, in this one vibe thrower offer or group, either or, that can go a lot of different ways. All I'm trying to get at is you need to start telling the vibe thrower offer to get out. Oh, I'm quick to do that. I like to go straight to a motherfucking bitch. Yeah, I go straight to anybody, actually. What's your problem? What's going on? Why the fuck is you in a bad mood? Everybody doing it up around here. We having fun. We drinking the drinks. You know what I'm saying? We drinking the drinks. We doing everything in this thing. You know what I'm saying? Where it's going down in here. You ain't got to worry about nothing. You not spending no money. You ain't spending no money. What is wrong with you? What's your prerogative? If you don't want to be out, take your money, take it home. If I knew how to whistle, I'd do it right now. Flag on the play, get out of here. You know what I'm saying? Because the one vibe thrower offer will throw my whole thing off. I go home. I'll be like, I'm ready to go. You know what I mean? I'm ready to go. I'm about to roll. Hey, y'all can stay. Deuces. 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 You know what I'm saying? I'm out of here. Don't call me. You know what I'm saying? I get right out of there real quick. If I ain't feeling just any little thing, I'm going home. Or I'm going to home base. Everybody have a home base. You got like a little bar. Or a motherfucker that just always be getting lit to pull up on or something like that. It's either or, you know what I'm saying? You know that. What you doing? I know that they over there doing nothing, but it's smoking, drinking, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Doing stuff that you don't need to be doing. Anyway, you gonna call them out, and then you gonna go over there, and then you go, you feel me? Anyway, that was a lot. I don't know if that made any sense, but anyway, this is the Zenn episode. I have to keep telling myself that. So boom, the people that mess the vibe up, man, that's the moral of the story here. You can't keep them around. You can't keep them around because if you don't or did not or don't want to do something, you're not gonna do it. And if you did it, guess what? Off your own free will, you did that. So you also made a choice in this whole so-so. You feel me? If you're getting where I'm going, you know what I'm talking about? See, I should have prefaced this episode with saying you probably gonna hate this if you're not on some type of fill in the blanks. Okay? That's all I can give you. Zenn episodes, fill in the blanks. I mean, if you don't get that, then whoa, you are remedial. Anyway, Damn. Hey, my neighbor be, bro. My neighbor be yakking when he be sneezing. Yeah, zoom. I be like, damn. How can I don't hear their TV. I don't hear nothing they doing. I never hear nothing. The only thing I hear from them downstairs is that yak he be doing when he sneeze. Yeah, sneezing. That's what it's called. You know what I'm saying? Anyway. Yeah, I will preface this episode by saying, do not look at this unless you're zenned out today, because it won't make any sense. Anyway. Oh, I definitely wanted to get on this topic, but before we do that, let's post something up, man. Let's do that. That'd be fun. Let me take a little bit of, I need some water. You gotta get that H2O. You have to. You know what I'm saying? You got to keep an air diet. And I keep my H2O in a sake bottle. You know what I'm saying? I keep it in there because it keeps the water at a really good temperature. So, you know what I mean? I suggest everybody get on, you know what I mean? I suggest everybody get on that. But whatever. Now I'm just rambling, but let's take this shot, you know what I'm talking about? But and this is real marble, right? You know what I'm saying? It's real marble, you know what I'm saying? That's real marble. Feel me? You hear that? That's real marble. That ain't no play marble. You know, this thing heavy. This thing like 195 pounds. You know what I'm talking about? Anyway. All right, I'm getting off topic again. Where we on? Okay. Shot. Let's go ahead and take one. But before we take this shot, I gotta tell y'all something, man. Do not like this video, okay? Do not. I'm talking about just don't do it. Just don't do it for me. Do not subscribe to this video. It's shot o'clock. So let's go ahead and do it. Okay, bang it on the knee. You already know me. Birdman. But if you're wondering why I have these nanas back here, if you're wondering why, I know people was just looking at them and it do look a little paused. So I have to address this because I can't be looking paused for like however many 60 minutes that this episode is on for. I can't be thinking people think, you know what I mean? So look, man, what was supposed to happen is we were going to have a banana off. Or as some people call it, a nana off, okay? A nana off. So what a nana off is, because I got these, what do they call these bundles? What do they call bananas when they in a group? Bundles, these stocks, these babies, these schools, these pods, these branches, whatever you want to call them. I don't know the proper term for the bananas. The dozen, is that right? Yeah. This bushel of bananas was supposed to be a banana off. I was supposed to have a friend and a friend, feel me, see who can finish them. So yeah, that was gonna be real good. But then I was like, whoa, maybe that'll get taken out of context. You know, people be, that's what I will be doing. Maybe I'll put that on. Yeah. Good idea. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna put that on something. But yeah, man, I was gonna do that because this is a Zenn episode. Anyway, I digress. Next topic. All right. Bro, I was driving, bro. I was coming from work, right? Driving, and I was like, riding down the street. Look left, look right, look left, look right, look left, right. Boom. I see a fast food store right there. I'm like, what the hell? Why everybody over there like that? You know what I'm saying? Boom. It was a Dairy Queen. I'm thinking in my head, I'm just driving down the street. You know what I'm saying? Bow, bow. Driving down the street doing it. I'm thinking, who the hell is still going to... I never knew who was going to Dairy Queen, actually. I'm not even talking about recently, like right now. In my whole lifetime, I didn't know people went to Dairy Queen. Like, I didn't know people, like, pulled up. Other than if they're pulling up to the outside, the walk-up window to get some ice cream. But I never known nobody to go to Dairy Queen to get food, because there's no way you're getting the ice cream in the middle of December and it's negative 35,000 degrees outside. And how are they staying open is what I'm saying. Who is keeping Dairy Queen open? I ain't had Dairy Queen since 92. The only reason, and you know this, the only reason that I even know about Dairy Queen or even frequents it, Dairy Queen, you know what I'm talking about, was because I knew a good friend, a good associate, a good comrade that worked there, and I would get free large Oreo Blizzard with the strawberry little chunks, little piece pause, little chunks, little pieces of the cheesecake center. Now that was dessert. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? That was dessert, and that was not a play on words. I'm actually talking about the actual dessert. That was good, but I swear to God. But other than that, I never gave Dairy Queen one red cent. Nobody ever said, hey, on your way home, pick me up a burger and fries from Dairy Queen. Nobody ever said no shit like that. Nobody said, hey, stop at Dairy Queen, go get me a hot dog, a glizzy, and come home. Nobody ever said that. Nobody ever said, if you don't stop at Dairy Queen, you're gonna become a queen. Anyway, you get the moral of the story that I'm talking about. You know what I mean? Anyway. But really, who keeps Dairy Queen open? Hold on, you know what I just got out of nowhere? How many free Dairy Queen Blizzards that I got? You know, if you compare, that's a bad conversation, but sometimes you just gotta sit there and do it. Like, you ever wanted to sit down and just be like, do they fuck with me for real? And then you literally sit down one day, right? And you put it to the test and you say, this is what I do for this person and this is what they do for me. And you tally it right up. You know what I'm saying? You tally it up and you come to a conclusion. I love that word, you feel me? Because I use that all the time. You know what I'm saying? That's in my repertoire or whatnot, or what have you. I'll be real quick, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I'll be real quick to say, and this is the conclusion of this. You know what I mean? This is the conclusion of what we ain't nothing going on. You feel me? It's over with. Ain't nobody, you feel me? Go, move. I don't want no parts. You feel me? I dunk on you, I cross you over. Get out of here. Take these nanas. What the? You. Ow. Oh. You feel me? And scene. You know what I'm talking about? That's all I'm saying, man. You don't want to be in that situation right there. This is what I just mimed out. You know what I'm talking about? Zen episode. I wish I could be a goddamn mime. I'll do it up. I'd be like, bitch. Wait, hold on. Oh. They'd be like, I'm in a box. Oh my. I wish I could. I'm gonna go to mime class. You know, I don't go to mime class. I mime because I feel like if you get into an argument, right? You get into an argument with your girl or something like that, right? Boom. And you've been to mime class before? That would probably piss her off the most. Hey yo, try this. I'm about to sign up right after this, I swear to God. And then I'll put everybody on and probably get like a promo code for that motherfucker, right? Boom. Yo, hit her with the stuff you learned from mime class. Why do you keep coming home late? Why do you keep coming in here like that? You know we have a certain schedule because I put it on the calendar and we share calendars. And why in the world are you coming in like, hold on a second. Why in the world? Why have we not hung out anymore on the weekend? Why have we not spent any quality time together anymore? Why? You know what I'm saying? And they doing all that to you. And you sitting there like, I don't even know what the fuck you talking about. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, the moral of that story is, but if you mime in somebody's face, that girl gonna be mad for the rest of her life. You just... And we're gonna talk about this later, and we're gonna I don't know what the hell you're talking about. I'm out of here. I wanna go to the club. You feel me? Like, man, come on, man. I mime on a broad. You know what I'm saying? I mime on somebody. But yeah, that was the moral of that story. Anyway, what's the next story? Everything I want to say. Ooh. This is a really good time. How much time I got? Yeah, I'm probably talking about this for the rest of the what's the name. Nah, I gotta do something else before that, man. For instance, it's a difference when you pull up on somebody unannounced, which I don't approve of. And if I've ever been in that situation, everybody know that I was riding passenger. I never don't pull up on nobody just to be pulling up. Just to be without, you know what I'm saying, giving you some type of text and I get a confirmation right back. You know what I'm saying? That's the only way I'm pulling up. I'm not just pulling up to nobody's house. The only house I pull up to is my actual family members. Other than that, just pull up without texting first? That's crazy. And matter of fact, anybody I'm texting first, because I don't want to waste my time actually take family members out. You feel me? So the fact that you put in all that, you going up to just pulling up on people, or as that might be taking like that, that might be a bad decision. We need to take one more and then we're gonna get into this. So pour you something out, you know what I'm saying? Pour you something up. We're gonna pour our beverages up, you know what I'm saying? You feel me? Oh yeah, hold on. We're gonna pour those right up. I need some hydration, you know what I'm saying? Only thing that I hydrate with, pause. Bacardi Sweat, fire. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and get into this last topic. We're gonna go ahead and get into this last topic because I think this is true for everybody. It's shot o'clock. You already know what it is. But before we do this, do not like this video. Do not subscribe to this video. I don't. It's shot o'clock. Let's do it up, man. Bang it on the knee. You already know me. What the hell is that? Birdman. Boom, right? All right, boom. Next topic, right? Everything and everyone deserves, at a minimum, 2 chances at anything that you're trying to give them a chance at. What do I mean by that? If you give them a chance in this and it ain't right, they deserve another chance, unless the first thing was just diabolical, just something like red, not like super red flag. It's like out of this world is what I'm saying. Which don't happen. Anyway, everybody deserves a couple chances that you give somebody a chance at, because have you been 100% from the field? Have you been 10 for 10 from the free throw line? Have you always picked the right person? Are you engaged once, engaged twice, engaged 5 times? Are you multiple marriages? Multiple relationships? Which nothing is wrong with that. Whoever takes offense to that is kind of crazy, because I was just listing them off. If you get mad at what I'm saying, you got something internally. Because nothing wrong with none of those instances I seen. Multiple nothing, because you learn from it. And guess what? You gave it a second chance. That's why I said, at a minimum, you got to try things twice. At a minimum. Twice. Because I feel like, I tried that. I wasn't feeling it. Really didn't work out for me. Then you like, hold on, but I really still have an interest in it, still keeping me up at night. I still think about it, boom. Maybe I'll just try it with a new teacher, a new instructor, or a new school, or a new job, or a new person, or a new state, city, a new country, switch it up, try it again. If you still got your mind on it, try it again. I think everything deserves 2 chances. You know what I'm saying? These women out here, y'all got these expectations. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about expectations, and they way up here. That's why I'm doing this show and my, you know what I mean? Expectations. All these expectations, man. Like, and I ain't crying about it, because I haven't cried about it since 92. That's not what I'm doing. I'm just pointing it out. I'm just calling a fact a spade and a spade a fact, and everybody know that. Anyway, everybody know that. I'm just calling a spade a spade. Why in the world are these expectations like this? You know what I'm saying? And I meet 9 of them. But 1 is too much. And I don't get a second chance. This is what I'm saying. Okay. Now, I'm not speaking from experience. Actually, I've done like a social, what's this called? A social experiment on it. So yes, I have been through this. You know what I'm saying? You have, getting you outside back in your 20s doing it. You know, you talk to a little breezy. Anyway, y'all end up getting in there. You know what I'm saying? Striking something. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You feel me? Boom. Anyway, let's get off that. Anyway, you end up doing that up, right? Boom. You never heard from her, you never seen her again. You don't even have nothing on the face of this earth. She gave you phone number, Instagram, and you woke up the next morning, all that shit wiped. She don't have no identity no more. Who been through that, man? Who? Why? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy, yo. I thought dudes do that, like, cause I do that. I mean, no, I don't do that no more, cause that's crazy. I always, that's what I'm saying. If it's extreme circumstances, you can't run shit back. But usually, I give people, you gotta give people multiple chances at anything. You're like, all right, now, you played with me once. I'm gonna let you get that joke off. Now, that joke that hit the heart. But I'm gonna give you one more pass. But I'm looking at you like, shut that down. You know what I'm talking about? Boom. And then they do it again. Now it's over with. You gave him twice. You gave him 2 chances. Now you can do whatever you want to do about it. You can do everything you want about it. You know, anything you want about it. Everybody deserves a couple chances. Sometimes it just ain't the right day. Sometimes people don't be feeling like, you know what I mean? Sometimes it's a loner day. Sometimes. But yeah, man, everyone deserves second chances. I mean, that's failed the class, take it again, pass it. You know what I'm saying? Failed that course, failed that application, failed the interview, failed this, failed that, failed to win the championship, failed it. Man, but do it again. Try it one more time and see. Just see if you're really good at it. Just see. Because what you don't want to have is them regrets when you know what I mean? When you're looking at the other side, pulling up. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be like, I should have tried that. And then right there in that instance, when I turn left, turn right, I stayed down right when I should have went left. And that was the crossroads when I knew I should have took off and at least tried and seen what would have happened. You know what I mean? You don't want to have that type of regret. You don't want to have that type of regret. I hate when people be like, I don't got no regrets. How the hell are you a human being with no regrets? So you amazing Jesus Christ? Are you the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost? Are you? No. How the hell? Come on, man. That's what I'm saying, man. People just be saying stuff. People just be saying stuff. People just be doing stuff. Do what you want to do. Do what you want to do. But we're going to go ahead and take... Because that's a whole nother topic, too. See, dang, man. See, I don't want to make this last super long. So, yeah, let's take one more. Pour you something out. Damn. Anyway. Ooh. Pour you something up. We'll be out of here. I don't think it was nothing else that I wanted to bring up. I don't know. Have a great week. This was the Zenn episode. If you weren't or are not joining me in beverages plus Zenn episode plus, if you get what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, then this probably was the worst episode and human episode an episode could be. This is probably the worst episode an episode could be. You know what I'm saying? I think it would be. If you not, you know what I'm saying? If you're not, you feel me? If you're not Eddie Bauer on a high tower. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, let's take one more shot. But before we take this last shot, man, do not like this video. Do not subscribe to this video. It's shot o'clock. You already know what it is. Let's just do that. It's gonna be a good week. Good rest of the summer. It's the middle of the summer. We gotta do it up. You know what I mean? It's shot o'clock. We out of here.